everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is the spells video. As I promised you for the past few days, I was going to be uploading this today, and I have gone through every single spell in Insane and Nightmare difficulty in Samurai Palace, and I'm going to be giving you guys the description of it, showing you the spell and the demonstration of it, as well as what type it is, the cooldown time, where it's found, and how much it sells for, and the level requirement. So we're just gonna jump straight into it today, because I know you guys are very desperate to know what these all are. So let's just jump straight into it. Every single spell is what we're going to be going over today. I'm going to be reading the wiki description as well as the stuff that will be showing up on the screen for you and the demonstration in the background. So today we are starting off with the first spell, which is Hand Cannon. Hand Cannon is a mage spell in Dungeon Quest that increases in damage with spell power. This spell fires a quick beam from your palm with a slight delay, unfortunately. But it can be sold for 900,000 gold and requires players to be at least level 90 to equip it. And this spell is only one tick of damage. It can also be found in the Insane difficulty in Samurai Palace. It does have a cooldown of 2.5 seconds. It is an uncommon rarity, and I think you guys would love this spell if you have Innervate. It does so much damage, even just by itself. But the next spell for today is probably my least favorite spell. This is Earth Clap. Earth Clap is a mage spell in Dungeon Quest that raises 2 balls of earth that smashes all enemies in between them. The spell's damage increases with spell power, and the spell can most commonly be found in Samurai Palace Dungeon on Insane difficulty. It can also be sold for 900,000 gold and requires players to be at least level 90 to equip it. This spell yields 1 tick of damage. It is a rare spell, obviously. It has a cooldown of 5 seconds. It is a mage type spell and can also be found in the Insane difficulty, as I did say. This is possibly my least favorite spell. It does a lot of damage and it has a very slow cooldown, very fast cooldown, but I personally just don't like it. I don't know why. It just doesn't encourage me to use it whatsoever, because the next one is the Enchanted Shuriken. It sounds cool, doesn't it? Especially being a a ninja themed, samurai themed map. It's a really cool one, and if we didn't have this type of spell, I would probably go crazy. So this next spell is the Enchanted Shuriken. The Enchanted Shuriken is a mage spell in Dungeon Quest, and this spell charges a magic shuriken and launches it forward after a short period of time. The Enchanted Shuriken sells for 900,000 gold and requires players to be at least level 90 to use it. The spell is most commonly found in the Samurai Palace dungeon on Insane difficulty, and this spell yields 2 ticks of damage, as it's kind of like the boomerang spell. It will go forward once and backward once in a straight line, even if you move, I've noticed. I'm not sure if that's a bug or not, but you do have to be level 90 to equip this spell. It has a cooldown of 5 seconds in between usage. It is an epic spell. It is a mage type spell, obviously for spell power. This can also be found in the Insane difficulty, as I did say, but it's a really cool spell to use, especially on bosses, and even as like the minions in this are more straight and you can't get them in the line. It's very difficult to aim at them sometimes, because you can only take out like 2 or 3, but sometimes you can take out a whole bunch, and it's an overpowered spell, okay? I will say this, but this next one is the last spell for the Insane difficulty. This is Lava Lash. Lava Lash is a warrior spell in Dungeon Quest that increases in damage with physical power. This is a physical spell, which is the only physical spell from Insane, actually, and this spell throws forth lava crescents which deal damage on the initial hit, followed by a delayed explosion. It can also be sold for 900,000 gold and requires players to be at least level 90 to equip it. And this spell does 2 ticks of damage. Fun fact, the Lava Lash can only be found in insane difficulty. Trust me, I tried getting it in a nightmare and I did not get it whatsoever. So this spell has a cooldown of 5 seconds and is a epic spell. I was really surprised that we only got one melee spell for insane mode. It was very, very crazy. I thought they would have at least another one, but I was really shocked that they only had 3 melee out of the exact 9 spells today. But we're just gonna move on to the nightmare difficulty ones, because that's what you guys want to see. And this next one is possibly my favorite to use against bosses. I don't know why. It's very overpowered, and you'll see when I defeat bosses in videos or on streams that I always switch to this one, which is Ghostly Rampage. The Ghostly Rampage is a mage spell in Dungeon Quest that increases in damage with spell power. The spell summons a rampaging ghost that slams down on the ground in front of the player, and it can also mostly be found that can most commonly be found in the Samurai Palace dungeon in Nightmare difficulty, and can be sold for 1,200,000 gold, and requires players to be at least level 93 to equip it, and the spell yields a 6 ticks of damage. So this with Innervate does a lot of damage, and I find this works so much better with the bosses, especially because you see like 4 ticks on the one that will be next, but this one gives you 6 ticks, and it just says that it's something I really, really like. Obviously, this has a cooldown time of 6 seconds, can be found in Nightmare. It is a mage type spell and is a rare spell. I was about to say rare, but it's rare. I cannot English today, okay guys, at all. But the next spell is Illusion Blast. Illusion Blast? I'm saying it right, correctly, right? Right? Illusion Blast is a mage spell in Dungeon Quest that increases in damage with spell power. The spell leaves behind illusions of yourself which detonate after a short time. It blasts 4 times and also gives a minor speed boost, and it can be sold for 1,200,000 gold. While it also requires players to be at least level 93 to equip it, this spell yields 4 ticks of damage. This matched with Innovate does a lot of damage for the main ones. As you'll see in my videos, I can actually use one Illusion Blast to clear a Nightmare solo in Samurai just by itself, which is really, really cool. I can use 2 of them on 2 groups, and it works perfectly fine. But Illusion Blast can most commonly be found in the Samurai Palace dungeon on Nightmare difficulty, and Illusion Blast along with Flame Cyclone are the only known spells that increase the player's speed at this point in time, unless you're watching this and the new updates out and there's more speed spells. Just saying. But this has a cooldown of 8 seconds. It is a epic spell, and I said it does also sell for 1,200,000 and can be found in Nightmare mode. But the next spell for today is BESERK. BESERK is a spell in Dungeon Quest suited for warriors, and its damage increases followed by how much physical power you have. This ability repeatedly slashes in front of your character position, hitting all opposing forces in a specific range. The specific ability will slash your enemies 11 times and can be normally found in Samurai Palace. Actually, no, this can be found on Insane difficulty. This is actually Insane and Nightmare. I need to edit my things because sometimes they say Insane, sometimes they say Nightmare. But yeah, this can be found in both. I have mainly found it in Nightmare though. Just a fun fact for the wiki people. You may need to have a look into that. But this spell is a level 90 requirement. It has a cooldown of 4 seconds. It is for a warrior, which is a melee, which is really awesome, and one of the only 3 spells in melee for this update. It is an epic spell which sells for 900,000 coins. There are 2 more spells left for this video, unfortunately. So we have this next one, which is a Flame Cyclone. Flame Cyclone is an ability in Dungeon Quest that makes the character go spinning, hitting all enemies around and whilst gaining temporary speed and boost. The ability makes you spin around 15 times and can normally be found in Nightmare difficulty. This is a level 93 requirement. It is obviously a melee type. It has a cooldown of 9 seconds, and it is an epic rarity and sells for 1,200,000 gold. everyone says this is like the weeb run because you run like Naruto, and as well it's like a Beyblade as well because you're spinning so fast as well. It's just some inside jokes that people are actually being calling it. But the last spell for today is actually a completely different class, and they've actually put it as a different class, and it's not physical and it's not spell. It is completely different. This is the Guardian Roar. The Guardian Roar is the tank spell in Dungeon Quest. This spell causes all enemies near the user to target them, and this spell can most commonly be found in Samurai Palace on Nightmare difficulty. It can be sold for 900,000 gold, which is the only 900,000 gold selling point in Nightmare specific spells, and requires players to be at least level 90 to equip it. Taunting enemies can be effective in taking some of the damage off of weaker teammates and dealing damage to more mobs at a time due to splash in close range. The Guardian Roar is also very similar to the taunt option, as it is another taunting type spell for tanks, obviously as it's a taunt. But as I said, it is a level 90 requirement, and it has a cooldown of 9 seconds. It is a taunt, obviously, because you can taunt your people around you. It is a rare spell and found in Nightmare mode. But that is all of the spells for today. I will be doing every single weapon. I will probably be doing mage and melee either separately or together. It just really depends on how much time I'm going to have to put into that video. I'll have to see, but make sure to put down in the comments below what you guys are most excited for. All of the spells, which is this video, all of the weapons, which will be within the next few days, or with all the armor also within the next few days. But yeah, if you guys liked today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. Also hit the notification bell if you don't want to be notified every single time I post a video or start a stream. I will be streaming at around 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. American Eastern Standard Time, which is the East Coast, so like New York, Virginia, Florida, all of those times. So make sure to hit the notification bell to be notified when I do go live today. And yeah, thank you so much to the people on the screen right now for being my current channel members. You guys are amazing, and the reason why I can continue doing this type of content and spending hours and hours grinding. If you want to learn how to become a channel member, just click the join button down below or on my main channel page. And I hope you guys have a lovely day or night wherever you guys may be in the world, and I will see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye guys!